Hi everyone, this is Miss Ganja. This is my third time trying this because apparently I was showing some of my boobs. Let's not do that, right? Because it's not about that. Anyway, I'm making this video because I'm addressing someone's DM about what is that movement? The Passport Bro movement. And that they asked me, which is my boyfriend, a Passport Bro movement or part of it, right? Because I'm Filipino. So that right there, they already judged me. And I was not aware of this Passport Bro movement. I mean, I didn't know there was a movement. I didn't even know there was a name for it. I do know that people are going to a different country, meeting their soulmate. So what? Let them be. They're entitled to be happy, right? But first, let me clear up. Sorry, my allergy is kicking again. About me. First of all, I am not a male bride. If that was the word before, right? Male bride. I was born in the Philippines, and my grandfather is an American citizen. My aunts and uncles and my mom went to college. They're teacher, nurses, midwives, medical engineer, mechanical engineer. I think that's the word for it. But the opportunity had come where my grandfather decided he wants to bring his family to America instead, so their quality of life will be much better, and the opportunity to better their life, the chances of that is a little bit higher. Because although we had a farm and we were doing well, my grandparents, they wanted to make sure that their children would have a better life than just owning a farm and stores. So they came here. I came here when I was 11. Although I was born and raised in the Philippines up to I was 11. So I came here, I went to school. I got my high school, I got my degrees in two different fields. My bachelor in criminal justice and sociology with minor in psychology. And I also have my bachelor in health information, which deals with hospital management type of, medical record type of deal. Coding. No, not a biller. I'm not a biller, I'm a coder. Anyway, I worked at the VA, Department of the Veterans Affairs, for 13 years. I served the Navy as a field corpsman. That's like a field nurse. So I proudly have served my country. So I have the both world, I suppose, because even though I was raised here, I was raised under my mother and my grandparents' culture, and which strictly followed the Spaniard culture. And we do speak, at least for me, I speak a little where I could understand the basic standard of Spanish, where my relatives in the Philippines probably speaks more than I do because they are constantly speaking those languages, and Spanish was the first language in the Philippines because of course Spaniard had invaded Philippines. Anyhow, my take on this Passport Bros is that, you know what, there's nothing wrong with it. I have nothing against them. If they want to find their soulmate somewhere else, in another country besides a Western country, I would say go for it. Because I think that different cultures sometimes can make it work. And they don't clash as hard as with Western women. They're just a different in culture, upbringing, and so therefore they're able to mesh together better. Not to say that Philippine women, I saw this on TikTok that this lady was bashing and clapping hard on these guys, and the guys' girls that saying, Philippine women are ignorant, dumb, uneducated. Well, I have to set that straight. At least on my opinion, that ladies from the Philippines, maybe 95% of them graduated high school. Might not have gone to college because the opportunity is not there, whether it's money, they get to take care of family, whatever the case may be. But they have graduated high school and they speak English because English is part of their academic. And there's no option to opt for not taking English. No, it in every classes the teacher will speak English to you as well as the native language, and they speak other language from different islands. They speak like 100 and something language dialect because every island has their own little dialect. So they speak English because that's like the universal, and they speak Tagalog because that's the universal. However, they also speak other language to communicate with the people in their province. So I would not say they're uneducated and ignorant and dumb or whatever. I think there's a culture barrier, that's for sure, and language barrier. I think not because they didn't understand the word. I think it's because how foreigners may say the word, with an accent that comes from where they are from. And so therefore these ladies from different countries, it takes them a moment to it registers for them because they're used to having their teacher who speaks the same language as they do with the same accent saying the same word. So they're used to that. So then when someone else that speaks it the same way that their teacher, then they understand that that's what you're saying, right? But when the foreigner comes and they say it in a very, hard accent, so it's hard for them to catch on and register that, oh, they want to know where the restaurant is or the mall, because they speak so fast. And for third world country, it takes them a little bit of, a minute or two to get it together and say, oh, that's what he's asking. Not because they don't understand the word, it's because it's the way you speak the word, So I wouldn't go as far as bashing these ladies. It's just a false narrative. We don't know these ladies, in different countries. And I just felt insulted. And that was my opinion, that these ladies are bashing this woman from another country. Hey, everybody, let's be real now. Let's be honest. Every woman wants to have someone to pay their bills, right? Or your knight in shining armor. And if these guys don't fit the bills, all right. And we have standard. So this guy's probably not the one that you're looking for. But they're entitled to be happy as well. And that's what they want to do, is go to another country. I'm sure they did their research. My thing in this is that we should not bash the woman from different countries. And you foreigners that are going to a different country should not bash the woman in Western countries. It's just not fair, right? Let's be honest now. Let's not get hypocrite. But my take is that we shouldn't call a Filipino woman ignorant and dumb and uneducated. That just hit me wrong, because most of the people I know in the Philippines speak English. Now, however, I guess I should say my family in the Philippines speak English, right? And the people that they associate with speaks English when it needs to be. So I don't consider them, ignorant. They just don't know the ways of other countries. And that does not make them ignorant. That makes them just not familiar and not informed. And therefore, they have no way of, knowing how things are in Western countries. But they do have standard as well. And if these guys start coming to their country and acting like, they're the knight in shining armor, so be it. Why not? They're doing their stuff, boo. Do you, boo. That's what they say, right? Do your thing. And ladies, let's not be hypocrite, because you know that we also want somebody to be our shining armor, our knight in the shining armor, I should say. So, if those guys want to go out there, bye, do your thing. My take on this is that I just wanted to clear that DM that I got about me and my boyfriend about being a passport bro, part of the passport bro movement. No. And what do I think about the movement? I was like, go for it. Enjoy yourself. Do your thing. Do what makes you happy. And that's all I got to say about that, guys. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but I just want to put up, you know, the true narrative of what those countries, the ladies over there, they're not ignorant, they're not uneducated, they're just not familiar with our culture. And being that I have both culture and I grew up in both culture, that people wanted to know my take on it and my reaction. Now if you wanted to really like look at it, there's a TikTok guy, or maybe he has YouTube, that says Dodo React, and there's Legion of Men, and also Filipina P, and there's Grandma something. Apparently this thing has been going on TikTok, right? Where all these people are like answering back each other and clapping back on each other, and addressing people from another country and judging them. And my take on that is that let's not be hateful. Let's not judge these ladies. You know, they are entitled to be happy. And if this gentleman chose to go out there and find their soulmate from another country, hey, I give you prop. I hope you're happy. But let's not be judgmental. Let's not be hypocrite here, ladies, because, you know you have standard. And those men probably can't handle it. And so be it. But let's not be judgmental, and let's not bash other women from different countries. And that's all I got about that. And that's all my take on that, because, it's just not right. And, it's their prerogative to go and find another woman from a different country, because I'm sure that's what they have in mind. Different culture sometimes can be a better match for someone else. They don't want to have a feisty relationship. They don't want to always, hot relationship. They want a mild relationship, and so be it. But, and that's it. I'm not trying to clap back on people. This is just my take. This is just me saying, let's try not to degrade other country ladies, because there are still our sisters. They're ladies. They're doing their thing. You know what I mean? And they have their own prerogative. That's what they want to go for, and that's what they're moving to another country. Hey, so be it. And that's my take on that. And I hope that satisfies people, because I'm not trying to clap back on people. I'm just trying to set things straight as far as calling them ignorant and uneducated. I just thought that was kind of too far, and that's wrong. However, do you, boo. That's what they say, right? And that's all I got to say. Bye.